No se oye, Robert, no se oye. No sé por qué, pero no se oye.
Bueno,
Ahora sí.
sorry, bro. I'm having issues. Technical
No
issues.
problem.
Eh,
No problem.
buenas, chavales, a todos. Somos 42, qué locura, está sonando esto un montón. Bienvenidos a todos. Tenemos hoy por fin la entrevista que estabais tanto pidiendo al IGL de HERETICS. Antes de empezar el stream, aclarar, la entrevista va a ser entera en inglés, ¿ok? O sea que calma, o sea, intentaremos decir después de cada pregunta a alguien por el chat, si alguien puede traducir lo que se va diciendo. Y ya está, vamos a intentar que sea full en inglés para que sea fluida. Y ya está, gracias a las 42 personas que estamos aquí y vamos a dar comienzo a la entrevista. So, welcome, Boo. It's a pleasure to have you here. First of all, what I have to ask is, how are you? How are you feeling right now? And just talk about you a bit. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling fine. We've been practicing since Saturday, so third day already, I think.
Yeah.
It's been going good. I don't know, everything is fine.
Wait, I'm hearing you double. I'm gonna mute you here. Okay. So we are going. I'm gonna divide the interview like in 3 parts. First one, I want to talk more about you personally. Second, I want to talk about the situation of the team and how are you. How is your role in the team and how is the team going? And third, like talking about the future and what can we expect for the team. Okay. First of all, I want to ask you, how do you find yourself as an AGL? And do you like more to have the control of the team, or are you more? So you like to take into account all the points of view of the game of the team. So how are you? How do you find yourself as an AGL?
I mean, as an IGL, I'm not very strict, but at the same time, I like to have control. Like, I never micromanage people because I trust that they will do what they have to do themselves. I usually just call the macro stuff, like, what has to happen on the map. I don't say how to do it. I mean, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but I'm not saying like, okay, Keloqz, you need to smoke this and dash here. Like, he knows what to do.
Yeah.
So, like, that's how we call.
Okay. I have to tell you, can you mute your mic from the obvious thing? Because it's...
Okay, I did.
Okay.
Is it better?
Yeah, now it's fine. So, okay. Second question, it's more about yourself as a player. Which agents or role are you more comfortable playing right now, or you just don't care about that?
I mean, already in my career I played smokes a lot.
Yeah.
Then I switched from smokes to initiators, and then I switched from initiators to sentinels. So it's already like 3 out of 4 roles, which I'm comfortable playing. I'm not that comfortable maybe on KO, maybe on Sky, but for example, Breach, Sova, Fade is no problem. All sentinels are no problem, and all smokers are no problem. So it's like majority of the agents in game I'm comfortable at.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah. Ditan?
I'm gonna ask you like a few questions about your brother too.
Okay.
We are seeing that your little brother is playing so good in the Spanish league. I don't know if you can follow the matches or when he play. And I like to ask you like, what do you think about her performance to be so younger?
Yeah, I mean, obviously he's playing amazing, and their team is. I mean, they won last split. They're not top 1 now, but I still think that they have all the chances to win it and go to this big tournament of where the winners of regional leagues play. And yeah, I know this is good. I'm following his games always. I'm not watching every game because sometimes I don't have time, but I'm checking the scores on the VLRGG. I'm messaging him like, or he messages me, how was the game? So yeah, I'm following him closely, and like I'm happy that he is playing so good.
And one more question is a little bit equal this question, and I think it's a little bit obvious, but it's if you want, you would like to make a team with your little brother.
Yeah, I mean, people ask me that a lot, and I've been thinking about it a lot. Yeah, I would like to, but at the same time, it's not that easy, I think, because I think when you work, at the end of the day, it is work, and when you work with your family members, it can be tough, like to separate personal and like team environment. But I would still like to do it because I think he's a good player. He like
Yeah.
I think that we could fit together in a team, like the way I think that the game should be played. I think his view is similar. Like he likes to be aggressive, but he's smart aggressive. He's not like crazy, not thinking about things, just sending it and that's it. He's playing smart, and I like it. So yeah, I think in the future, if it would be possible, I would play with him.
Nice,
Okay, okay.
nice. Okay. Then for at the beginning, at the end of the interview, we're gonna talk more about yourself. But I want to move on to the thing that most people, most Heretics fans are worried about. That is the situation of the team. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna try to. I mean, of course, I'm gonna ask some difficult topics, but I think they are neat right now by the situation. So first of all, how is the team? How are you seeing the team after the loss against Team Liquid? How are the feelings?
After the loss against Team Liquid, like our mood of the team, the atmosphere got better because I think it was like pretty much the first game in this season where we and the fracture mostly, not split, but the fracture like where I mean, it was the hardest game I think, and
Yeah.
at the same time we played the best probably. I know that we won against KC. I know that we won like Lotus against Navi, but like fracture against Liquid was hard. But at the same time, everybody was like 100% in. Everybody was involved. Everybody was doing their job. Of course, there are mistakes. I mean, that's why we lost. But regardless, like I was proud of the team, and when I talked with others, they felt the same way. That yes, it was a loss, but it was a loss that you are not ashamed of.
Yeah.
So that is the mood.
The point of view of the now you're saying that the point of view from outside, it was like, okay, uh, we lost, but it's not like when we lost against, for example, Navi,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
you
exactly.
played you played with one map that like it felt like everything was working in one map, but in Ascent and in I thought it was Ascent, and what was
Was
the other
Ascent
one
and
against Navi? I don't remember right
first
now.
map was I don't remember. So wait,
Well,
Lotus,
it doesn't matter.
Ascent, and
Yeah, Lotus,
one more.
Pearl. Pearl,
Okay.
it was Pearl. That it seemed like in both maps, like you lost pistol, you lost bonus, and instantly the team went off. But here with Liquid, what we have seen is that at least we push and we keep pushing. I don't know. We keep fighting for the game. Like it's like a big change.
Yeah, but it's not like against Navi or for example against Fnatic we also got destroyed, right?
Yeah.
Um, it's not like when we played those games, like we still came into the game with energy, with like mentality that we're gonna win this.
Yeah.
Like we didn't came like, okay, let's just get this over with and just lose and go home. Like reality was different, but we still had this hunger to win. Then during the game, of course, when we were losing more and more, like for example in Peril, I think that game was like, it was very weird for us because we felt that we did good macro decisions. Like on our city side, we were stacking where they were attacking, but we still lost the rounds. So I mean, even on that game, we didn't feel like completely destroyed. For example, like our team mood was still, I don't know.
Yeah, what's up?
At least average.
Yeah.
Like at least average, but then after Lotus game, it was very good, and then on Ascent it was again it was going down, but it wasn't like gone. Even if the scoreline was terrible.
Okay, Titan.
When you was responding this question, I would like to ask you. You tell that the feelings about the team when we lost against Liquid was a better mood like other matches, but I gonna ask you if you feel like the lose in the Fracture versus Liquid. Did you think that this mode was a little bit better uh, versus the win against K-Corp?
Yeah, I think yes, because against K-Corp, like I think we played good, but at the same time, K-Corp underperformed, and it was easy to play against K-Corp because like we were good and they were bad, and then it combines and it's and it is what it is, right? We also while against not Fnatic Liquid, like it wasn't easy to play. Like we had some preparation, we had preparation of what they're doing, we had our own game plan, we combined that, but it was like a hard work, and there were very close rounds. Some of them were like heartbreaking. The one where Mixwell ulted and Yampi like jumped.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like that was, I mean, we still kept playing. Obviously, like we lost the round, it's fine. I think we lost that round and we won next two, but like you still feel it that it was a little bit heartbreaking. But yeah. So I agree that even like this loss against Liquid, for me was better than win against K-Corp. I agree with that.
Okay.
Yeah, for me as well, because K-Corp were playing like terrible, like actually terrible, and you were, but in against K-Corp, I saw. Well, I reserve this to other question because I want to ask you another thing.
Okay.
I want to know about more about the figure of Rob. That this is a guy that we don't know a lot, but it's appearing in the videos and stuff. Mixwell, after locking, told in a video that you really needed a mental coach or something like that help you to keep the mentality up. So how is he working and how is he helping the team in some way?
Yeah, so Rob is our performance coach. Like, I don't know, performance / mental coach, I don't know, but he's the guy who's always here. He's the guy who is taking care of our like fitness and nutrition. Like he's always saying stay hydrated, like don't eat shit food and all that stuff. So that's like his daily thing. But when it comes to mental coaching, like he's the guy who, like his job is to keep us focused on the goal, to stay positive, to trust each other, to talk with each other about things that we wouldn't normally talk, like the hard topics. Like talk out the problems rather than just hide them and stay angry. So yeah, that's his job. And on official games, he's always like we have a routine where we do some stuff. Like some of it is like physical warm up, some of it is like mental warm up, like like mental games.
Mm-hmm.
that help you to improve your performance.
Yeah.
So yeah, like that's his job, and I mean we all like him. Like he's a professional. He before he had like a big career in traditional sports, like with Olympic champions and like I don't know
Yeah,
different
from out,
people from sports.
yeah, from outside
Yeah.
it feels the same. I watch your videos, like the documentary Heretics is doing, like the
Yeah.
rise, and I liked it a lot because he was doing, I think, in my opinion, very great dynamics, of course, and group dynamics that I think they help a lot to just be a better team, you know.
Yeah, I
And
think like because of him we are a better team, like 100%.
okay, another thing, it's more like about the more internal part of the team. I don't know how can you what can you say about this. I just asked it, and you decide. But
Okay.
this is a question that it's is said, but by probably everyone Heretics fan, that it's what's happening with roles. I mean, we saw a lot of role changes, like Avova to Sentinel, you to Smokes, Thick Sentinel to play Soba, then Double Duelist, then even at some point you also switched from IGL to Seek, and then it went back.
Yeah.
Why so many changes?
Um. Okay, so I mean there are two changes, right? It's
Yeah,
like IGL change and then in-game
yeah,
agent
there too.
changes.
Yeah,
So I mean the IGL change, we did it after Brazil,
yep,
and it wasn't my idea. It was like others' idea, but I accepted it. Like it was like a team decision, and we did it because I didn't have much confidence calling. Like it was hard for me to manage the team.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like and especially after Brazil, like I mean our results were bad, so everybody felt that we need to change something. Otherwise, it's gonna be the same, and we're just gonna lose. So that was the change that Zeke would go IGL, and at the same time, me stepping down from IGL link would fix our role issues that I can play Sentinel, because before,
yeah,
and we don't really have a real Sentinel player in the team. Like it was like when even before Brazil, I was playing like Cypher on Split, on Fracture, on Pearl. Like on Ascent, it was Zeke. On some other maps,
yeah.
it was Oscar.
We
Like
saw
it
it.
was, it was not like it was a mess. So that change, it gave us like first is like we switch up the IGL, which means the team works in completely different way because I mean two different IGLs see the game differently.
Yeah.
And second thing, it fixed the roles. Like for the first time in this team, everybody felt good because even if I'm not a Sentinel main, but like I switched and I liked it. Like I liked Killjoy a lot. I played Killjoy on 6 out of 7 maps anyway, so I mean it was mostly Killjoy. Only Split was Cypher. So yeah, that's why the change was done. Um, that's the positives of it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like there were the negatives that I mean Seek is not like a real IGL. Like he didn't have much experience before. He wanted to like he wanted to take control of the team, take control of the practice. He was doing it, but then when the season came, like because before the season started,
Mm-hmm.
uh, it was really nice. Like I liked it a lot because for the first time in a long time, I could focus on myself a lot.
Yeah.
Like I could improve my skill tree, I could kill people, I could like focus on my game and just be a part of the team rather than like leading the team. And at the
Mm.
same time, Zeke was doing a good job,
Yeah.
uh, so everybody liked it.
Uh-huh.
But then when the season started, um, like results weren't there, and our confidence went down. Like some arguments, some I know some questions, and blah blah blah. And that's when we kind of decided that it's probably for the better to switch it back. And
Yeah.
the thing is, me IGLing now,
Yeah.
like I wouldn't be able to IGL like I'm doing right now if we wouldn't do this change, in my opinion. Because this period, it gave me a lot of time to focus on myself. It gave me time to get closer with the players personally, like with Keloqz, with Oscar, with Tony, like with everybody basically. I don't know, it kind of, I can't say exactly, but it kind of like opened my eyes or something. It made us closer, and I think like if there, even if the results are not good,
Yeah.
but I feel like it's a good change. Like it's weird. I know that it's weird from the outside, but I think that it was a good thing that we did.
So what you're saying is that, for example, I mean, I kind of understand it, because I think you, when you switched back to focus on yourself, and maybe this made you like say, okay, I have to improve this, and now you know how to manage better the team, right? Like you realize about things and make
Yeah.
you better, right? That's what you mean.
Yeah, and
So
at the same time, I had help like from both coaches,
yeah,
from Rob. Like we were talking, what should I focus on? What do they want from me? Like they wanted me to think, what do I want? Like uh, like what do I want from the team? How do I want to lead? And you know all these things. So it
mm,
was like a lot of things to think about, a lot of things to try out. But yeah, I mean it was nice.
okay,
And then the other thing of the agent roles,
yeah.
like for example, yeah, on Fracture, I'm playing Smokes and Town is Sentinel.
I,
So
I like that one.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean
I
the
like that
thing
one
is,
a lot.
most of my IGLing time I was playing Smokes,
Mm,
and when I joined Heretics, I only was playing Smokes. I switched to Initiators mostly. But we just had this idea of, okay, let's just try, yeah, let's just put Bo and the Smokes on one map and see how it goes, because it's quite hard to IGL from Sentinel.
Yeah.
So we tried it. Why it's Auni? Because Auni's playstyle is, it very fits Sentinel playstyle.
yeah,
Like just holding the sides.
strong holding. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean basically strong holding the sides, and on attack it's like, you know, Sentinel of attack is not big impact. It's usually lurker, and
Yeah.
Auni is good at that. So he fit it, and then I can play Smokes, and we tried it. We liked it. We have an idea of, you know, implementing it more on more maps.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do it, maybe not. We are testing out now. But yeah, it's like something we liked, something everybody in the team liked. So yeah, that's the change.
Yeah, it felt like a relief because we, from the outset, we were all begging for changing Sentinel, so you to Sentinel. I mean, Avova to Sentinel and you to Smokes, because we thought you were gonna be more comfortable playing Smokes, because you did playing Astra. We saw you in OG London United playing Astra, very good. And you know, like you said, Avova is more. I thought he had to evolve from because now the meta is the strong holding meta, like we can say like that. It's more likely it fits more the sentinel role than the smoker one. So we thought it would be a, from outside we thought it would be a good change, and I think it is. Titan, do you have any
I
question
would
about?
like to I would like to ask you, Boo, if you think, I mean, what's your opinion about the league right now, about the most stronger teams and maybe the weakest, if you want to respond, and if you think the ranking it's gonna change a lot of what do you think about this?
Um, I think the strongest team in Europe is Fnatic, and I think the gap between the first and second is huge. Like whenever I play Fnatic, whenever I watch Fnatic, I mean also when we played them, they just feel on another level because like it's two things. First of all, they're insanely skilled, like individually. So it's hard to play against them. But there are also skilled teams in this league, like Navi, Liquid, Giants. Like they have good players, right? But then there is second part where they're playing very smart. Like it feels like they're constantly leading the meta. Like people look at them and then they play the way they play.
Yeah.
Like it's been happening for a long time already, right? They're innovative, they're smart, they find tricks, they find new comps, they find like I don't know.
They're creating a new meta.
Yeah, and I mean, I know it sounds like fanboying or something, but that's that's the truth. That's the way I feel about them. That they're the best team, and um, I don't know. We learn from them. I think everybody learns from them.
You took. I saw Buster put it in Twitter like you took a molly from them
Yeah,
in
That's like an example,
in
right?
fracture.
Yeah,
Okay. I want to
but
ask.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
I mean, just I think Fnatic are best. I think second team is Navi.
Yeah.
But like I don't know who's the third team. Like Liquid, maybe Giants, maybe.
Right now, the 30 is Giants.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about rankings. I'm talking about the way I
Oh,
feel the
It's
teams
yeah.
are,
I understand.
oh, okay, okay.
strength of the team.
Uh-huh.
The thing about Navi is, I think Navi is also a very good team, but the way they play is based a lot on individual skill. Um, I mean, it's working obviously.
Yeah.
Like they're winning a lot. But like my difference between them and Fnatic is like Fnatic play style is way deeper. It feels like Navi is very simple, very basic, but it still works, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so I think those two are like
Yeah. You think
best
both
teams.
are strongest? Yeah. Okay. Okay. I want to ask another thing. Uh, well, you said everything I had about the team. So I mean, I have another big point that Neil and Mick said. That it's about the taking the results of Praccs into officials. Neil said in an interview that in Praccs you are destroying everyone, and Mix as well said in the videos. What do you think is the problem on that, and why do you think you are not being able to show the level you have in Praccs in officials? Neil said it was mental. Well, what's your opinion about that?
Mm, I mean, for sure it is mental, but like I can't tell you a reason because I don't know it.
Mm,
And like it's easy to say, like you can say mental, okay, but
yeah.
what does it actually mean? I'm not sure. Um, there are many different things. I think on the Navi game, it felt like we like overcame the pressure of the stage.
Mm,
Like they know that we didn't care anymore that it's on stage, that it's all the stuff. So I don't think that it's like the problem is that we're playing on stage and it's nerves and all that stuff. It's hard to say, but at the same time, I think there is like also when you play official game, enemies are playing differently than they play in scrims. Like game is still different,
yeah.
and I think we just play worse in terms of like we're a worse team than the enemies usually. Like our losses against Footballist, against Fnatic, against Navi, for example, like we were not playing good enough as a team usually, and that's the difference maker. Why we were not playing good enough as a team? That's a big question, and if we would know the reasons,
Yeah. You would
we
fix it.
would just fix them, and then we would just
Yeah.
win everything, right? But it's hard. But we are, every day, almost every day, we're usually playing like 6 days a week. We're just coming here and, trying, working, improving, fixing our mistakes. And in scrims, it also happens that we play bad as a team. Like
Yeah.
with screens, we also have games where we it's not about strategies or something, or even shooting. It's about, oh, you didn't talk in this situation, you didn't ask for a flash, or you picked alone, or you didn't say something that would change the round. It still happens, and every time it happens, we like
Yeah.
remind ourselves that this is bad, like focus up, like that. It's because it's everyone's responsibility. Like every player has to do that,
Yeah.
and the only way to fix that is like only person himself can fix it. Like nobody from the outside or even the teammate can't fix it. If you don't talk, if you don't communicate good enough, like nobody will magically help you. It's all on
Yeah.
you. So it's everyone's responsibility to turn on into the game like 100% and talk with your teammate, trust your teammates, try to like talk about what's happening, why it's not working, how do we fix this, a lot of stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, this is mostly what this game is about.
Yeah.
Like talking.
Titan, do you have any question about this?
About the team, I think we really said about all the questions we have. I would like to make a few questions about your opinions of future players that you think that they are going to be the better players in the world in the future. So I don't know if you can give me maybe three names that you want, or maybe you think they are going to be a super tier top players.
Mm, are you talking about players who are not in franchise, for example?
Like incoming players, like
Yeah.
you, what players do you think that are gonna be next year or next 2 years dominating?
Okay, so I think like I'm 99% sure the Turkish kid Wood.
But yeah, that guy's insane.
It's gonna be. I think he's still not 18, right? So I think once he turns 18, I would be surprised if nobody picks him up. Because the thing is, like there are many very mechanically skilled kids, right? Like you can, like there are a lot of players like that, like I don't know, Deepmans or Musashi or I don't know, like
Especially in Turkey,
other
bro.
names like
I don't know
yeah,
what's happening in Turkey now, but
yeah,
there's insanely skilled players there. Holy shit!
yeah. But the thing with Wood is, I played with him 2 ranked games in 5-stack.
Yeah,
And it was enough for me to understand that he's not just good; he's also smart. Like his English is good, which is a big like advantage for a Turkish player. He plays smart. Like he tries to talk, he tries to play together rather than just running and headshotting everybody, even though he can do that. And just from the talking between the games, like he looked like a, he didn't really look like a kid for me.
yeah.
So I think that's the reason why he, it's not just skill, but also if you're skilled and smart, I mean,
You got
there's
it.
a big chance you're
You have
gonna
it
get,
all. Yeah.
tier 1. So that's one. I think second one is miniboo.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, I'm biased, but at the same time, if you look at it, like if you try to look at it from the side, not as a brother, but just as a
Yeah,
around him,
Yeah.
like his stats are good. His team is like winning usually, and when you watch him play, as I said before, like he's not just aggressive and that's it. Like he's playing duelist role, obviously Jet and stuff, but he plays smart. Not always.
yeah,
Sometimes he does stupid mistakes, or maybe stupid plays that turn into 3Ks or 4Ks. But usually I see him, thinking about what he's doing rather than just doing it and then thinking. So I think it's also a big part of achieving something, being a good player and a good team. It's not just mechanical skill, but thinking about what you do, like decision making, basically. And yeah, I think she's good at that because at the same time, I mean, okay, now this is like my side as a brother.
yeah.
I see how he matured during like past year and a half, because like he has to do esports and school at the same time, and he's been doing that already. It's only been 2 years soon or something, or one. I'm lost in time, but like for a long time, and it's hard to do. But what I see in him is like he's not lost in that. He's fine, He's going to school. He's doing what he has to do, and then on another time like that he has, he's playing Valorant. Like he's committing to it, and yeah, I mean he matured a lot, and I like how he handles the situation, because it's not easy for sure.
For sure. I hope we can we can see him in franchise next year with Castle. I hope they qualify. Okay.
And maybe one more player. I
Yeah.
mean, I
Well,
just had
no,
an
if you want to
idea.
say one more, yeah, go for it. Go for
If
it.
you can.
I mean, I'm not exactly sure, but Keiko in Apex
Oh yeah.
is like, we've been playing against Apex a lot of scrims recently, and I mean he'll feels like budget Derka, where like
Yeah.
he's not on Derka's level obviously, but he plays similar, and I mean he's just good. He's hitting most of his shots. He's hard to play against, like annoying to play against, because he's not like, he's everywhere.
Yeah.
And
I
yeah, I
understand.
mean this guy like left like you remember him after you play him.
Yeah. From
Okay.
Keiko, yeah. I have the thought on Keiko that it's really good that you said like it's like Derga, because when I see him playing, when I see him play, it's like literally he maybe do some crazy stuff, like plays that don't in a macro term, like in fundamentals, it shouldn't be done, but he's insanely
Yeah,
mechanically skilled, and he
yeah,
just kill 2 or kill 3, and
yeah. He gets away with
he
it. Yeah,
and it's what usually Derke does. For example, in your game against Fnatic, he was doing like he picked pipes in Icebox like 3 times. That
yeah,
for the position of the team, I obviously think that you didn't expect that, and he just do it, hits the shot, and he dash away and fuck it, because he's just better, But okay, I want to ask. I had more question. One more question about the team before moving on. Uh, we sent you a video that you all saw, and every one of you saw. Said it helped you a lot, and we are very grateful about that. So,
yes,
and in the video, the first time, I sent a special message to Keloqz. We are worried. The fans are worried about the situation of Keloqz, because we've seen tweets and we've seen things that shows that he's not having the best time. How are you seeing him in the team? And of course, what do you think is happening with him? No, I'm not talking about terms of performance. This is
yeah,
not
of course.
okay.
I mean, Keloqz is a very emotional guy. I'll go again speak, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Keloqz is an emotional guy. So I mean, it's, for example, this situation, right? Like 1-4 in the league, like it's hard for him, because like he's a very emotional guy. He wants to win. Like a lot of his personality overall is built around confidence, and at the same time being around people that he likes. So I mean, the key to Keloqz is good atmosphere, hype, and confidence.
Yeah.
And that's hard to do when you're losing, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, that's our also goal of, because everybody knows what Keloqz is capable of.
Yeah.
Like when he's on his top performance, I don't know, like you can't do anything. But the job is to bring him there, and of course it depends on him a lot. But at the same time, we as a team can help him. Like, and it can be little things like, seeing him after round like that. It was really good, like nice, you fucked them,
Yeah.
or like all of that. It affects him. So yeah, I mean, I'm not exactly sure what was your question, but I mean that's how Keloqz is, and we are always keeping that in mind, that we need to create an atmosphere for him where he can shine, and at the same time do the same thing on the server, right? We don't want
Yeah.
him like, I don't know, holding B on default. We want him searching for kills, right?
Yeah.
Like if he gets one kill, he gets hyped, he will get another one and third one, and like next round he will again do it. So yeah, that's what we want. That's our goals. We I try to call around that. We talk with him. Like he says what he wants to do.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about in game, but like outside the game, we're talking that okay, this is how I want to play. Like I want you to, let me say what I want to do, and then you can call around the rest of the team, especially when he has operator. Like he has a lot of priority in the team in terms of like what he wants to do in the beginning of the round,
Yeah.
because because he knows best what he can do. He's also really good on, like after a few rounds, he has an idea how to, like, he sees a gap in defense or in attack, whatever,
Yeah.
and he can like exploit it. So yeah, I mean that's how we work with Keloqz, and yeah, like these weeks were tough for him. I think tougher than for the rest of us because he also misses his family a lot.
Oh yeah.
So so yeah, but he's working hard, same as everybody. Like regardless, he's watching a lot of VODs, he's playing a lot of ranked, and yeah, we're all here working as
Yeah.
much as we can, basically.
The thing about Keloqz that we've seen from outside is that when, for example, he gets 3 kills in one round, he comes to the snowball and start destroying everyone. But whenever he has one round, imagine he has an individual miss, or he misses a shot, he drops down. And I don't know. I mean, this is what we say from outside. Of course, we don't know what's happening inside the boys' comms and all stuff.
Yeah, I
But
mean, obviously, of course, if he's playing really good, he's hyped. If he's playing bad, he's like less on the energy.
you know,
But at the same time, like even if he's not like screaming and hyped, he's still um, he's still playing the game.
Yeah.
He's still creating space for us. He's still talking what he needs to talk. He still gives ideas because I mean, even if same situation, right? He sees a gap in the defense or attack, whatever, in enemies play, but he's just not killing it. But he will still say it because we can still he will still give me the idea that we can build around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand the point.
So it's not like if he is playing bad and if he's like not performing individually, it doesn't mean that he's not impacting the game, because every player can impact the game a lot in communication and just like saying nice things to each other, after the rounds and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was
Or like
asking. Yeah.
even doing that invisible job where baiting for your teammate and stuff like that.
That's I was asking it because I don't know if Keloqz looks a lot up to the social media and all stuff, because I want to point this because it's I explained you the context. There's like a meme right now, like whenever Keloqz do something wrong, or the casters just go attack him, and everything in the Spanish community is like everything is Kellogg's fault. And I'm fucking ashamed of that because I saw the games, I saw you play, and most of the times he just the way you are attacking, for example, he can just do anything. He just dashes in, and everyone is waiting behind, and he just
Yeah,
what can he do? So
I think the biggest example of that was Navi game against Aston. I mean, Navi game on Aston, where on our attack he had very bad entry stats, right? But he
yeah
was we were doing executes, and he was dashing in, but nobody was following him. I mean, of course there was counter utility by Navi, but at the same time we were not good enough, like, and fast enough, and like to follow him and maybe trade him. So I mean, when you dash into Navi who are in good positions, who feel in control of the situation, and they just they just kill you, what can you do? Like,
Yeah.
you do what
Yeah,
you were supposed to do, and if your team didn't do their job, I mean, in this situation, like Keloqz dashed, but we didn't go out and trade him.
Yeah.
Like, it's us who didn't do the job, not him. So I mean, yeah, on stats it looks bad. While if you watch the game, as I
Yeah.
said, like, he did what he was supposed to do, and what else can you do?
Yeah, right. It's important. It's important you to say it because people just fucking go. Okay, I'm just gonna type in Twitter. Oh, I'm just I'm taking a screen capture of the Kellogg's stats and I just put
Yeah.
it, and I take hate. And people need to know that we need to show people that it's not his fucking fault. I mean, even the casters that I was mad about that because casters were fucking criticizing Kellogg's when they didn't even see the fucking game. Because if you see the game, you obviously know that it's not his fault. But
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know how
because
Twitter
usually in
works. Yes.
situations like that, I mean, it's not Kellogg's, or it's not me, or it's not Mixwell who's losing. It's the
Yeah.
team who's losing, and like, I don't know, in 95% of the situations, it's not like individual faults. Like, of course, maybe sometimes there happens a game where like, okay, a guy couldn't kill from the back 5 rounds in a row. I mean, it probably never happens, but there are some games where I'm not even talking about our team, but in general in esports, like there are some games where you're trash, and that's it.
That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those games are like, you can say, oh, he fucked up, but 95% of the games, I think it's all team effort, because in one round this guy did something wrong, in other guy this guy did something wrong, in third round you did everything right, but enemies did even better, and
Yeah.
you lost. And like, it's usually like that. It's never individual fault. And even if you're not killing anybody, you can, like, let's say you take a duel and you lose it, and you lose it again, and you lose it again.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that you're not playing, because you still do a lot of impact by being in the setup that the team
talking
is
about
doing,
yeah,
or like being a part of execute, throwing some utility, or in Kellogg's like situation, being the guy who's entering. Like, you do a lot of impact not killing as well.
Yeah.
Like, as I said, doing the part, your part of the execute, or talking, or a lot of different stuff.
yeah.
Then maybe we can see some questions of the chat if there's anyone. Well, they didn't put a lot. They are just hearing us.
Yeah.
But by the way, chat, if you have, we still have like 15 minutes. If you wanna put pues si queréis poner una pregunta que os apetezca hacerla. Titan, una pregunta antes de seguir.
I would like to ask you about if in the future there were changes in the team. Who would you like to share club here at the Heretics?
Who would I like to do what? Sorry, I didn't
If
hear.
if there's changes in the future, that
Yeah.
we hope no. What player would you like to play with here in Heretics?
I don't have a specific player. I mean, okay, maybe my brother, like the only one that I would think about as an exception, But I don't think about that because I don't know what will happen. I don't know how our season is gonna end.
Mm-hmm.
What decision will be made after the season? Obviously, they will depend on the results. And at the same time, like, it really depends, right? If you remove one player, like, you remove a role, so you need to choose from the players from certain role. So, like, it's very complicated, and I don't think I have an answer. Like, as I
Don't
said,
worry.
like
Yeah, don't worry.
miniboo, just because it's fun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the
But
rest, I don't really know.
Okay, don't worry.
Titan, si ves algunas preguntas del chat, puedes hacer.
Vale. Ok, puedes preguntarle, por ejemplo, por los partidos que quedan si quieres.
Okay. We move on from the team part because I think you clarified everything, and I think with that everything is fine. I want to talk about the future and the future games and how are you seeing the competition. For next rivals, who do you think are the most difficult to beat? Who are you most worried about?
Okay, so it's BBL, Koi, Giants, and Vitality, right?
Yeah, and Vitality, yeah.
Mm, it's probably Giants. Because I mean they have a good team,
Yeah.
obviously. And they're on a win streak, I think, right now, right? 3-0.
Yeah.
So I think we played them only in 3 weeks. Like now it's BBL, then Koi, then Giants, then Vitality. So it's still, a long time. But as of right now, I think they are the strongest team out of these four. But at the same time, I think we will fit quite well against them. Mm, at least I feel that way because I mean they have Hoodie, they have Nuki. That's like our players know because I mean it's like half of G2 is in Giants and half of G2 is in Heretics. Like I know how Pipson is coaching. What's his like? I know his philosophy of the game. So yeah, I think even if they're the strongest one, I'm not worried to play against them at all. I just hope that we can, like, if we play the way we can play, I think it's gonna be a really nice game because they're also good. So if you play good and they play good, it's gonna be a nice game, and I think we'll win.
How do you see the game against Koi, for example?
The game against Koi, I didn't watch many of their games. I watched a
Yeah.
couple, but I heard like this, I don't know, like narrative that they're kind of lost, maybe low confidence or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think in that team, when we scrim them, it's very weird because like it's usually Praccs who's fucking us.
Yeah.
Because I mean obviously he's a good player, but and I don't know. I know that Praccs and Shaders can just carry the game themselves. I know that Kolda is a good IGL. But overall, how will our game will be against them? I have no idea. Like I think we can beat them. I think if we'll play shit, then we'll lose to them.
Yeah.
Like any team in this league, like if you don't, if you play bad, they will punish you. Like they will eat you. They will not let you get away with it. So in each game that we have to play now, like we don't have any more, excuses and chances to not play good, basically. So yeah, and as long as we play the way we have to, and transition our ideas into official, and everybody is involved and trying, doing his best, communication, all this stuff, I think we can beat all four teams.
All right.
Yeah, I was asking for Koi because people are comparing your situations, like you're kind of the same, but I don't think they're. I would not say that because every team has its different issues. I mean, we cannot know it from.
Yeah.
So, and it's because they're our rivals. So we are just. I mean, I don't care if we lose 8 games, but we need to win Koi. That's why. That's it's
Okay.
like Real Madrid, Barca, like and with Giants as well. Giants and Koi are both. Okay, I want to ask you.
Yeah, obviously.
They were typing in the chat about if you are. Do you think you can overcome this situation, or you are just working in long term for last chance qualifier, or do you think it's still possible to win this to qualify for playoffs?
Yeah, it is possible to still qualify because, like, I think from the first game to the fifth game that we played against Liquid, we improved. I think games against Nave and Liquid were like better and better. And at the same time, I mean, okay, we lost to Footballist, which was to Foot or Footballist, I don't know.
Yeah,
Which
food,
was
yeah, whatever.
just straight up terrible. Like, I mean, there is nothing else to say. It was like terrible. We shouldn't. I mean, even if apparently they're way better than everybody expected, still the way we played against Foot, Like it's just a big shame. But then we played like Fnatic, Navi, Liquid.
Yeah,
I know
it's
these are losses. I know that most of these maps were like 13-2, 13-3. I know that it's bad, and it is bad, and we know that. Like it's not like we don't worry about that. But from other side, we lost probably to top 3 of this league.
yeah.
So, and as I said, you can't just say that and not worry about it. That it's fine. We just lost to top 3. It doesn't matter. No, it does matter. Also, the way we lost against Fnatic, against the maps we lost against Navi, like it was not a fight.
Yeah.
Like score wise, it was just a stronger team beating weaker one, and that's it. So yeah, but what we see is we were improving match by match, and at the same time, theoretically, the level of our opponent is dropping and dropping. Like it's getting weaker, the teams we play. So we have all the reasons to believe that we can do this. Like we can be confident about it, but not random confidence that oh guys, we can do this.
Yeah.
And deep inside you feel that no, probably not. Like we actually have reasons to believe that we can do this. Like we can feel confident because this and this and this, not just randomly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we can still do this. But it all depends on us.
Yeah. That's I think what you're saying about that the level is dropping. For example, I think Giants, it's like, I think we can win. For me, I have faith that we can win BBL and Koi. Like playing like this, like we are playing right now. That it's not. It's obviously not the level you want to play, because you said that you're getting better and better every single game it pass. I think playing the way we're playing right now, we can take a win against BBL and Koi. But I don't think playing at this level against Giants would make it, because they feel from the outside like a very solid team, that they don't make very stupid mistakes, like for example BBL does and Koi right now. So that's my feeling from outside. I don't know. You just played it very
I
good.
agree with that. That's like, and even against BBL and Koi, still like, we need to step up anyway.
Yeah.
Like, maybe okay, if we would take our performance against Liquid and put it into game against BBL, yeah, probably we win. But at the same time, look what happened with Vitality, right?
Yeah.
Like BBL just exploded. Like Kushner just went, I don't know, 35.
People were underrating him, but they are not bad at all.
Yeah, honestly, BBL do not feel like before Vitality game, it was really hard to say, oh, this is a 0-4 team. Like because they have very good players individually. Like Aslan and Kushner are just crazy.
Yeah.
And they were 0-4, but there is no way that you can underrate them because they're 0-4.
Yeah.
Like they're a dangerous team. I think they're one of the most dangerous teams, to be honest, because like it's usually like that with Turkish teams where they can be very bad if they like make a lot of mistakes, they like overpeak and all these things. But if they play really well, like their best game is very high because of how good they are individually, and at the same time their team chemistry. Like they're all from the same country, like, and they're Turkish, so like they feel this like brotherly power or whatever. And like it's really hard to play against a team like that who's feeling it. So my point is, even against BBL and against Koi, like we need to step up. Like we need to play better than we did against Liquid, like because we can't, like we will not have another chance probably if we lose to them.
Yeah.
So you can't say like, oh, like playing like against Liquid is enough.
Yeah.
Like no, we need to do better.
I think the goal of the team is to qualify for everything, right? So we have to step in.
Yes.
It doesn't really. I think for you it doesn't really matter if we qualify to playoffs if we lose like 2-0 for the first team and we get kicked out instantly, you
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
So the goal
Exactly.
is to reach good things. So we are running out of time. You told me that. Last
I mean, I have more time if you
well, I
want to.
mean, I think we touched everything. I mean,
Oh, okay.
I think it's all good. I mean, well,
Yeah.
if well, I can ask another thing, is that
Yeah.
what can you say to Heretics fans right now? Because there's, I mean, you know, there is a lot of people that have been hating the team since the beginning because, I mean, the way it was made, like it felt from outside like we were very late at doing the team. I don't think so because I think we got very good players to compete, but it felt from outside like that. What can you tell to these fans that are not trusting in the team? Just a reason. Why would you? Just a reason to believe in the team.
Mm, the reason to believe us. Um, whatever the results,
Yeah,
like what we do here for more than a month already, like we play a lot, and I mean playing a lot is one, but we also fix a lot of things.
yeah,
Like we had, as I said, like we had arguments, we had like role issues, we had IGL issues, we had I don't know many issues,
yeah,
and not a single player in this team is like giving up. Everybody wants to win. Like everybody is here for a reason to win. Like
Yeah.
not a single one is here for I don't know for money or for I don't know following or whatever. Like coaches as well, like both Weber and Neil, like and all the players are here to win. Um, obviously we're not in our recent past was not a lot about wins, but it doesn't mean that our goals changed or our expectations changed. Like our goal is still the same as it was before the season started. Um, and the team that started the season, like there is a huge difference between the team that started the season
yeah,
and the team that is right now. You know, we experienced a lot, we experienced a lot of shit, but we are still here. And the way I feel about the team, this is our uh, best condition in the season.
yeah,
Like this is our best version.
Yeah.
The way we talk to each other, the way we work with each other, the way we play the game, the mood in the team, like the way we spend our time off, like off Valorant, but together.
yeah,
Like I feel that this is the best we had in this team, and like it's not lost yet.
Mhm.
Yeah, of course it's hard. Uh, we need to win like 4 in a row, but we have the means to do it.
On your hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Titan, ¿tienes alguna pregunta?
I have no more question, but I would like to say you like we are a lot of fun that we are hearing all the team, no matter what happened. We know that you are getting all your strength to make this happen. I mean to get the wins. Uh, if we can get the playoffs possibility, uh, well, it happens. I mean, all the team wants to win, but we know that you are working hard. So all the fans, it's so grateful for what are you doing to defend this club. All of us love you all a lot, and don't worry because we know it's a hard situation, but all of us have the all the faith in you. That's the thing that
Um,
me and all the fans of Heretics maybe want to say you.
I mean, all the real fans, because you know
Yeah,
there's some people that are fans when when the things are going good, but now when something goes wrong, they just start fucking saying bullshit in Twitter and all stuff. So I mean, we don't
Yeah,
have
thank
really
you.
more things to talk. I mean, it was insane talk. I think for every
Yeah.
every Heretics fan. That is, I think we were like 90 or here at some point. Like, well, with everything that's happening right now with the VCT, and it's really good. Just tell you thank you all for coming. I think it's very important for as well of the team that you come here and you explain everything without I mean, how can I say it? I mean, you didn't really hide anything. You just said everything like at your point of view, and I think it's very good for fans to try to empathize more with the team. And I'm very grateful that you came. As well, thank you to Ospa that is in the chat that talked to you yesterday, and we move it all very quickly. So just say that thank you, and hope we can have another one at the end of the season or something, and just share points of view and how everything went. So just thank you, and we wish you the best, and we wish the best for the team, and we are all with you. We are all behind you, supporting.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for good words. Thank you for the videos that you made. And yeah, I mean, I try to be, as honest as possible, without
Yeah.
saying too much, but like still saying the main things. And yeah, I mean, it's no secrets like that.
Yeah.
I'm not. I wouldn't come here to say like, oh no, everything is wonderful.
Yeah. We
So
wouldn't like that anyway. I mean, if you if you come here and just say, okay, this is happening because of that, and don't respond to anything. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
worth, it's not worth to come to say that. I knew you were not gonna do that, so just all good. So thank you very much. We are ending the interview here, and that's it. Thank you very much, and hope we see us in another stream or something.
Okay.
Let's go. So,
Thank you,
gracias.
Thank you.
Ya.
See you.
See you soon.
See you.
Gracias a todos los que habéis estado por aquí. Lo vamos a subir a YouTube, a ver si se van a estar subtitulados. Y nada, que sois los mejores. O sea, en plan, hemos estado aquí 90 personas, está con la VCT. O sea que mil gracias a todos. Esto no sería posible sin vosotros. Y seguiremos intentando traer más cosas de estas, que sé que a vosotros os molan. Y nada, estoy flipando. No puedo decir nada más.
Nos hubiera gustado, o sea, vamos a intentar hacerlo lo mejor posible, sobre todo para intentar tener a más jugadores, a gente del staff. Vamos a hacerlo sobre todo las cosas que queremos que os merecéis todos, porque al fin y al cabo...
sobre todo, esta es la primera entrevista que hacemos, ¿vale? Creo que ha salido bastante decente para lo que me esperaba. Si hay algún problema, lo podéis decir y podéis dar vuestro feedback y decir a ver qué podemos hacer para la siguiente o qué podemos traer.
Sobre todo, yo ahora quiero decir, o sea, termina ahora de hablar y digo yo una cosilla.
Vale, que sobre todo, si tenéis algo que se pueda mejorar o cualquier cosa, yo estaba muy nervioso, la verdad, pero creo que ha salido bastante bien las preguntas y creo que ha quedado todo, si no todo, casi todo, porque no podíamos hablar de más cosas sobre el equipo y sobre él. O sea, lo que no le he preguntado, no le iba a preguntar nada que le pudiera poseer en un problema, ni le iba a preguntar sobre el performance de nadie, porque no toca, y aparte que yo no creo que ese sea el problema y no le voy a hacer preguntas de mierda. Y aparte estaba respondiendo a todo, encima no le voy a meter todavía más presión. O sea, bastante le he hecho preguntas ya un poco complicadas y las ha respondido como si nada. Y ya está. Y todos los problemas que haya biotécnicos, mira, lo siento, no soy streamer profesional. Es la segunda vez que hago esto en mi vida.
Somos un par de chavales que estamos intentando darte esto, Pau.
Y estamos aquí haciendo un fregado. O sea que... Bueno, ¿qué quieres decir tú,
Yo
Titán?
quería decir que esto de aquí, realmente, el putísimo carry de esta es Luigi. Luigi, hermano, mil gracias por traducir todo por el putísimo chat. Eres un puto grande, tío. Vamos a ver si a YouTube lo podemos subir subtitulado y traducido todo lo que se ha hablado. Pero todos en el putísimo chat quiero que pongáis 1000 corazones para el
Sí, lo subiremos,
no
lo subiremos
no
a
ha sido.
YouTube y que con la reproducción automática ahí fuera. Porque yo creo que se ha entendido bastante bien. He intentado dar mi máximo nivel, aunque estaba muy nervioso y me he trabado mucho.
Claro, no, es normal. O sea, es decir, sobre todo que
Pero,
sepáis que.
hombre, pero yo creo que no está ni tan mal, ¿no? Ni tan mal. ¿Por
Bueno,
qué le pregunto?
hermano, ha sido la polla, ha sido la polla. Piensa que no somos profesionales, tío.
No,
Y
yo no soy entrevistador. En español no sé entrevistar, imagínate en inglés. O sea, yo creo que
se ha hecho lo que se podía.
de más ha sido, yo creo.
Se ha hecho lo que se podía. Sobre todo eso, mil gracias a todos por pasaros. El que haya sido todo el resto de la entrevista en inglés y os hayáis quedado 70, 90 personas o las que estéis, ha sido una putísima barbaridad. Mil gracias a todos. También gracias a Abu por haber venido y por compartirlo, que he visto que ha puesto un tweet que ponía que hacía la entrevista con nosotros. Así que nada, chavales, cualquier tipo de feedback que no queréis dar, comentario positivo o negativo queréis que corrijamos, nos lo podéis decir, pues yo qué sé, por nuestras redes, que tenga nuestro WhatsApp por WhatsApp, lo que sea. Y lo que ha dicho Robert antes, que este es el inicio de algo muy, muy, muy grande, os esperemos, que ha sido la primera entrevista, que estamos intentando traer más cosas.
Estamos maquinando.
Para,
yo quiero hacer una
futuro.
pregunta. Quiero hacer una pregunta sobre, por ejemplo, si hubiese la posibilidad de traer a alguien, ¿a quién nos gustaría que trajéramos? Porque yo, viendo esto ya, nada es imposible. O sea que. Y además, habrán visto la entrevista y ha molado, o sea que ha salido bien. ¿A quién queréis traer?
A Keloqz.
Porque este canal es vuestro. A ver,
¡Buah!
chavales. A ver, pero alguien que
¿Y
sea
si
realista.
traemos a Keloqz?
Porque aquí no podemos traer a Keloqz.
¿Tenemos a papá? ¿Y si
No,
tenemos a papá? ¿Qué?
tampoco no pidáis milagros, porque aquí mismo no va a venir.
Robert,
No
mira.
creo que le quitemos la exclusiva Universo
Mira,
Valorant, ¿no?
mira,
No
mira,
creo,
mira,
¿no?
Robert.
Cooking.
Mira
Sí.
cómo estamos cocinando.
Bueno, calma. Y otra cosa, ¿os gustaría traer a alguien de LOL? Por ejemplo, ¿eh?
¿Y no?
O de LOL nos importa.
Alguien
Aquí somos
de
todos de
LOL estaría
Valorant.
guapo.
A los 30 que quedáis aquí todavía resistiendo. Cuando hay un Energy Cloud9 jugándose.
Un flacket. Ayuamos.
Bueno, se
Ahí,
hará.
Ivy igual, como no.
Ahí a lo mejor. En el inglés, como que a una entrevista, como que está complicado, ¿no? Oye, me ha sorprendido el nivel de Boo. Se ha expresado bien, mi primo Boo, ¿eh?
Escúchame, le he visto suelto, ¿eh?
Le he visto suelto, le he visto cómodo.
Sí,
Lo que me mola es
sí,
que le he
sí,
visto
sí,
cómodo.
Sí. Ha estado hablando, ha estado riéndose, ha estado ahí a tope. Sí, me ha gustado. Bueno, pues yo creo que
pues
poco más que
chavales,
decir.
yo creo que poco más que decir. Lo dicho, sois unos grandes.
Sois la puta bomba a todos. Gracias
Y
por
nos
todo.
vemos para la previa de HERETICS contra BBL. Será el
O
siguiente.
Universal Love. Vamos a intentar también hacer una previa
Vamos a
de
intentar. Lo que pasa es que yo estoy un poco jodido ahora para hacer movidas, pero sí. Vamos a intentar
Vale,
hacerla contra Universal Love. Si no, te vienes tú aquí con el Juancho o con el
Sí.
y ya está. Y porque aquí somos todos. O que se venga alguien del chat aquí a hacer la puta previa. Que esto yo no soy yo ni es Titan. Esto es en la comunidad. Si alguien se quiere venir aquí, pues se coge, se pone la cámara y se viene. Y ya está. Y no pasa nada.
Efectivamente. Y eso,
Esto.
sobre todo el artífice de esto sois vosotros. ¿Lo habéis entendido, no?
Y otra
Para que
vez,
esto
gracias
no
a Ospa.
de Robert y...
Que el que ha conseguido la entrevista es Ospa121, el capitán. El capitán en la sombra, pero el capitán. Bueno,
Efectivamente. Nuestro colegón.
lo he dicho.